I go to a lot of conferences, and when people see my title, either on a business card, perhaps it's LinkedIn, they do a little Google sleuthing, they often ask, you have this big title, Cyber Security Information Security Engineer. What does that actually mean? But in simple terms, don't bore us with the tech. So feverishly, sitting at a table with 5 others, this very interesting conference, it's education focused, I came up with an idea. Asked the table, how many in here have played games before, computer games specifically? About half the table raised their hand. I said, great, I'm in good company. They said, well, but back to the original question, what do you actually do for a job? I play tower defense. Okay, well, can you describe your day for us? Sure. So I show up every morning to my command center, my 3 monitors, my tooling, my weapons, if you will, that allow me to play this game. I pop open my tool sets. I pop open my email. I pop open all the different SIMs and different products that we use. And the idea is to try to get an understanding of that day. Are we at war? Are we at peace? What comes next? I look at my different alleys, if you will, my different means or ways that folks could potentially compromise or hack my kingdom. I've got orders from the king himself saying, I need to get my messages out, and it's your tooling that has stopped me. So all these different tasks that I have to do, I took a step back and said, let me equate this back to a game for you. So lane number 1, I've got my first line defenses. I've always got people knocking on my kingdom's gateway door. They're always trying to break in. They're always trying these different techniques, and they come from vast different parts of the world. They're trying to break in. They're trying to be curious. They're trying to gather information about this kingdom that I'm to protect. So my role is to sit and play this constant game of what type of defense do I need? So I open my arsenal at my command center, and I look at my tooling again. And from my inventory, I select the best tools to try to defend this great kingdom. But that's not enough. The second part is I need to know what's happening within my kingdom. Are there those who might be turning against the king's wishes? Are there those who might have a different thought about how the kingdom should operate? And how shall I control those potential threats? In other words, do we have a war from within? So I go back to my inventory, my backpack of tools and skills, the many certificates that I've gotten, the different tools that the university has provided, this kingdom's provided to me, and I deploy them. But I have to deploy them in a way that are fair and just for all to maintain this kingdom. So that's my second lane. My third lane is, this is probably the most difficult. In order to do my job successfully, I need the kingdom to work with me. I need the folks who live within the kingdom, those who drive the kingdom forward, to help me achieve my goals, but also achieve the king's leadership's goals. So the hardest part of my job is I have to enlist my community, my kingdom, to help me defend. I simply can't, even with my simple tools. So someone at the table stops me and they say, okay, can you bring this all back? You're going off on these different tangents. I said, sure. I feel I've got the best job in the world. I get paid to play a game of tower defense. And, in my opinion, I have the responsibility and the role to protect one of the best kingdoms with one of the best towers. My job, with your help, is to defend the University of the Pacific. And so if anyone ever asks you, what does Shawn actually do for the University of the Pacific? I play a long game of tower defense.